What's going on, everybody? Good evening. Coming a little bit later than usual with this video. Usually I try to get this video up a little after 4, basically right after the report gets released, but I was actually out tonight, couldn't make a video. So we're doing it now. We're doing it now, but the injury report doesn't change over time, right? It just sits there for you to look at and peruse at your leisure. So got it from Greg Bell here on X. He's got both teams. So let's just go ahead and jump right in, starting with the DNP list for the Seahawks. Let's zoom in a little bit here on the important stuff. So Noah Fant and Brady Russell, both still here for the same reason. DNP. Starting to look like Fant definitely won't play. I kind of wasn't expecting it. And Brady Russell, not that it's a big deal, but maybe there's a little something going on there too. And we have not necessarily been alleviated of some potential surprises this weekend in the form of Connor Williams maybe not being there. He continues to be out for a personal reason. The team hasn't said what that personal reason is, but it's not typical that you would see something like this go over multiple days. So this is where people get a little conspiratorial, because McDonald did say a couple days ago that they considered moving Connor Williams to guard. So this might have some people wondering if maybe there was some kind of a blow-up between the coaching staff and Connor Williams because he doesn't want to move. They asked him to, and maybe there was some kind of an incident and now he's not there. I don't know. It's interesting, though, for sure. And hopefully tomorrow we get clarity on it. But if he doesn't play this week and they never announce any kind of an injury, people are going to get pretty, they're going to get pretty out there with the conspiracies, and I can't blame them. I don't know if I believe it, but I get it. But conspiracy or not, whether everything's been told to us or not, you still have to wonder about his availability this weekend, and that's something we didn't need to be dealing with. And I know some people in the comments, some people watching this video right now, you're big fans of Olu Oluwatimi. You want him to play. But I'm telling you, this team has sent every signal so far that Oluwatimi's just not developing the way we were hoping. So if you think that's going to make things better, I think you're in for a rude awakening. I really do. And whatever little I think of Connor Williams right now, and I think pretty little of him, he's better. He's got to be better than that. And if he's not, then this coaching staff is 10 times more incompetent than anybody could have thought. Because if the better guy's just sitting there all this time on the bench and the guy in front of him isn't even playing that well, what the heck are you doing? So, not thrilled about that. The good news is Leonard Williams is off the DNP list. He was able to do some practicing today. Limited, but out there. That's good. Bad news, well, bad news is not really the right phrase here, but the equalizer of that would be Jonathan Hankins has now been added to the DNP list with a rest day. So, look, Hankins isn't playing particularly well right now. He's very much an older player. He doesn't even play that much at this point. And it's a rest day, so I'm not going to act like that gets canceled out by the Leonard Williams news, but that's why the list of names the count remains the same. All right, so that's your DNP list. Let's do limited participation now. Leonard Williams, like I said, joins up with the limited participation group, so he should be good to go. Maybe he's not 100%, but should be okay. Boye Mafe limited once again with a knee injury. Again, should be good to go. Maybe not 100%, which is unfortunate, but not surprising. And a new name enters the list here, actually. Abe Lucas goes off. Kobe Bryant comes on with an illness. So he didn't get hurt at practice, so that's good. We like that, but we need him. We need him, so hopefully whatever illness it is clears up by the time we get to game day. And it probably will. These football players have access to a lot of medications that can clear that stuff up for at least a 3-hour window on Sunday. And we got some full participants here. Metcalf and Draymond Jones remained full participants, so nothing new there. It all looks good, and also looking good is Abe Lucas. Full participant in practice today. First time in a while And it sure looks like we're gearing up to have him playing on Sunday. So if you're going to be excited about anything, be excited about that. This offseason becomes significantly easier, excuse me, if Abe Lucas comes back, plays the rest of the season, and plays at a good level. This offseason goes from we have to invest everything into a new offensive line to, well, the offensive line needs to be the priority, but we're not replacing 4 guys anymore. Maybe we're replacing 3. Maybe we're even replacing 2, but it's now manageable. It's doable. So if you're hoping for anything right now as a Seahawks fan, hope that Abe Lucas gets through these next 8 games healthy, playing well, and it's not just a red herring, that it's actually reflective of what he's going to do going forward. So that's looking good. Niners side, they've got some not so great news today. Mostly circulating around one of the top defensive players in the league, Mr. Nick Bosa. He has now missed 2 practices in a row with a hip injury, and I guess they're saying he's not really expected to play. I guess the word out of San Fran is that Nick Bosa is going to be probably not suiting up. So we'll see what happens. Of course, we still do have another day of an injury report, but it seems like he's not right to the point where he may not be able to go. So definitely very compelling there. Kevin Givens remains out with a groin injury, and I know Kevin Givens is not a star player, but the Niners can't afford to lose anything on the interior of their defense right now because it's so thin. So even that's a big deal. Now you got Charvarius Ward, personal reason, not practicing these last 2 days. Maybe him and Connor Williams are hanging out in a bar somewhere. I don't know. But 2 straight days of personal reasons missed practice. Going to be interested to see what happens there. Trent Williams gets another rest day. Again, I have no doubt he'll play, but it is notable that they also listed an ankle injury as part of the reason why he's out. So he's probably not all the way there. And the punter, Mitch Wishnowsky, with the back injury, still not practicing. At this point, I don't know what to expect from his availability. But the Niners, they got their own list of problems, man. This is not trivial. And even when you get to the limited participation guys, you got George Kittle with the hamstring. Now, it looks like he's going to play because he practiced some today. But a hamstring injury, that's something that you really don't want to mess around with too much. And it's not hard to imagine that even if he does play, he's not going to be the George Kittle that we know. Chris Conley, limited with a hamstring, which is more notable than it would usually be, because after not even appearing on the injury report yesterday, Juwan Jennings is now on the report with an ankle injury. Now, he was limited today, so I'm sure he's going to play. But it is worth noting that he may be at somewhat less than 100%. So Conley becomes more important in a situation like that, and he's limited as well. You got Feliciano limited with the knee. McCaffrey limited with the Achilles. Certainly expect all those guys to play. And then the same group in the full participation list, Renardo Green and Gross Matos. Ready to go, but somewhat less than 100%. Okay. So that's it for the Niners side of the story here. It's not nothing, that's for sure. All right. See you guys later. Enjoy the Thursday night game. Go Hawks. More videos coming tomorrow. Probably see you guys on Twitch tonight. Everyone have a good rest of your evening. Go Hawks.